Imagine a life where you're not constantly distracted, where you produce your best work in half the time, and where focus becomes your superpower. Sounds unreal? In this video, we explore 10 life-changing lessons from Deep Work by Cal Newport, a modern manual on how to thrive in a distracted world. Let's dive in. Lesson 1. Deep work is valuable. In an economy flooded with distractions, the ability to focus without interruption is becoming rare, and that makes it incredibly valuable. Newport calls this deep work, focused, uninterrupted effort that pushes your cognitive capabilities to their limit. Unlike shallow tasks like replying to emails or scrolling social media, deep work creates things that matter: books, designs, code, strategy. The marketplace rewards deep work because few people can do it. You become indispensable not by being constantly available, but by producing results others can't. Newport uses examples from Carl Jung to top CEOs to show that true breakthroughs come when you disconnect from the noise and work with intensity. If you want to stand out in today's economy, train yourself to go deep. That's where the real rewards are. Lesson 2. Shallow work is the enemy. Shallow work is everything that keeps you busy but rarely makes a lasting impact. Meetings, emails, status updates, and most of the time spent on social media. Newport argues that shallow work is seductive because it feels productive, but it actually drains time and energy that could be spent on meaningful creation. Worse, it fragments your focus and trains your brain to operate in a state of distraction. Most people don't realize they spend the majority of their day in shallow work, which leaves no room for deep thinking. The antidote? Ruthless prioritization. Identify what's truly impactful in your field and cut down everything else. Set boundaries. Limit how often you check your phone or email. Automate or delegate what you can. Shallow work might be unavoidable, but if it dominates your day, you're holding yourself back from excellence. Lesson 3. Focus is a muscle. Train it. We often assume focus is about discipline or willpower. Newport says it's a skill, and like any skill, it can be trained. If you constantly switch between tasks or check your phone every 5 minutes, your brain adapts to distraction. To rebuild focus, you need to practice deep work in scheduled, distraction-free blocks. Start small. Even 30 minutes of uninterrupted time is powerful. Turn off notifications. Use tools like website blockers or the Pomodoro technique. When you feel the urge to check something, notice it, but don't act. Over time, your brain rewires itself to resist distraction and enjoy immersion. Newport emphasizes that intense focus is not about working longer, but working smarter. You'll get more done in a few deep hours than in an entire day of scattered effort. Train your brain, and focus will become your greatest asset. Lesson 4. Embrace boredom. In a world of constant stimulation, boredom feels like a problem. But Newport argues it's actually a solution. If your brain is always fed with dopamine hits, from notifications, scrolling, or multitasking, it loses the ability to tolerate silence and stillness. That's dangerous because deep work requires sustained attention, which is impossible without mental stillness. The fix? Practice doing nothing. Let your mind wander. Take walks without your phone. Schedule boredom breaks. Resist the urge to fill every idle moment with input. The goal is not to avoid boredom, but to get used to it. When you do, you regain control over your attention. You become more patient, more creative, and more capable of diving deep into complex problems. Don't fear boredom. Embrace it. It's your brain resetting and strengthening. Lesson 5. Quit social media strategically. Newport takes a bold stance. Most people don't need social media, and in fact, it's harming their productivity. He isn't saying you should delete every app. Instead, evaluate each platform by asking, does this directly support something deeply important to me? If not, cut it out. Social media is designed to hijack attention, reward impulsive behavior, and keep you addicted. Even passive scrolling trains your brain to crave novelty over depth. Newport suggests a 30-day digital declutter. Remove all optional tech for a month, then reintroduce only what clearly adds value. You don't need to be everywhere. You need to be effective where it counts. Use the internet intentionally, not compulsively. Remember, your time and attention are limited. Don't give them away freely. Lesson 6. Schedule every minute. Sounds extreme? Newport explains that scheduling every hour of your workday brings freedom, not restriction. It prevents decision fatigue and helps you avoid falling into distraction traps. Use time blocking. Divide your day into chunks dedicated to specific tasks, including breaks. This doesn't mean your day has to be rigid. You can revise your schedule as things change. The point is to plan with intention. Without structure, your time will be consumed by shallow work and distractions. When you assign time for deep tasks, you increase accountability and reduce the mental energy spent deciding what to do next. Over time, your day becomes more aligned with your values and goals. Planning your time is owning your time. Lesson 7. Work like a craftsman. Craftsmen, like woodworkers, chefs, or artists, take pride in their creations. They approach their work with care, precision, and purpose. Newport urges us to adopt this same mindset even if we work at a computer. Deep work is your craft. When you focus with intensity, you create something worthy, whether that's a business plan, a novel, or a code base. Aim for mastery. Take pride in the quality of what you produce, not just quantity. Be intentional about every input and output. Don't rush, don't multitask. Approach your work like it matters, because it does. In a world of copy-paste thinking, deep craftsmanship sets you apart. It's not about working harder, but about caring more. Lesson 8. Create a deep work ritual. High performers don't rely on motivation. They rely on rituals. Newport emphasizes the importance of designing a deep work routine that you repeat daily. This primes your brain for focus. Choose a location, time, and setup that signals it's time to go deep. It could be a quiet room, a cafe, or even just a specific desk. Set clear boundaries. No phone, no distractions. Include a pre-work ritual, like journaling, stretching, or lighting a candle, to create a mental transition. The more consistent your ritual, the faster you'll enter flow. Rituals reduce resistance and automate success. Build a system so deep work becomes second nature, not a struggle. Lesson 9. Know your philosophy of work. Are you a rhythmic worker who does deep work daily? Or a bimodal worker who deep work in long stretches? Or a journalistic one who deep work when possible, like a reporter on deadline? Newport explains there's no single way to structure deep work. You need to find what fits your lifestyle and responsibilities. But whatever your style, commit. Don't treat deep work as an occasional luxury, but treat it as a core part of your professional identity. This clarity helps you align your schedule, your energy, and your habits with your goals. Define your philosophy, set expectations with others, and protect your time. Deep work isn't something you find time for, but it's something you make time for. Lesson 10. Make deep work a lifelong practice. Deep work isn't a one-time hack. It's a lifelong discipline that helps you grow, learn, and produce at the highest level. As technology evolves and the world gets noisier, the ability to go deep will only become more rare and more powerful. Newport ends with this message. Those who embrace deep work will thrive. They'll learn faster, solve harder problems, and stand out in any field. But it's not easy. You'll have to fight distraction, set boundaries, and challenge cultural norms. Still, the payoff, a meaningful, focused, impactful life, is worth it. Deep work isn't just about productivity. It's about becoming the kind of person who does work that matters. If you're tired of distraction stealing your time and potential, let deep work be your blueprint. Focus is the future. Start small, stay consistent, and train your brain for depth. And if you found this helpful, check out my other videos and watch them. So that was today's book summary. If you liked it, leave a comment and thank you for listening till the end.